Subscribe to Smartphone Tutorials by clicking on the subscribe button, and do remember to click on the notification bell icon to get instant notifications.
I'm starting to love my profession. I'm starting to love doing this, especially when it is helping a lot of you guys with Oneplus 5T, and I would love to do that with other devices as well, as and when I get my hands on it. But for today, we're going to do something different. There's not a specific ROM that we're going to flash. We're going to do a lot of flashing in today's video. Again, it will be a short video, but then again, it will give you a bright insight of how to go about flashing ROMs. So without further ado, hello awesome people, welcome to Smartphone Tutorials. Let's begin the flashing. Alright guys, welcome to the video. Hope everyone is doing great, and I really hope you are enjoying my work. So before we begin, if you like what I'm doing, please like, share and subscribe, because it takes a lot of effort to deliver this content to you guys, and I really love doing this. So without further ado, let's begin with this particular tutorial. Now what we have over here right now is I've already booted up into TWRP. So we are on Open Beta 2 right now. All right, I was not doing this video for the last 2 to 3 days because I wanted to make sure I give you guys a good review, and then the OnePlus Store launch came up. So that all is done now. What we are looking at right now is switching between ROMs. All right, I've been getting a lot of questions how to switch from Open Beta 2 to stable, or from stable to directly a custom ROM. So we are going to do 2 or 3 different scenarios here. So whatever options we have available, let's go ahead and try those. So this is Open Beta, this is TWRP. I have a few ROMs. Let me just show you. Alright, so we have 4.7.2 here, we have Phoenix ROM, we have CR Droid, we have Freedom OS, then we have Magisk, we have a No Verity just in case. I'm almost sure we won't need it, but we'll see. And then we have the O2N file, which is basically a file which is recommended by OnePlus if you're reverting from one of their betas to a stable channel. That is the zip you need to flash, which takes you to 4.7.4. All right, so we have that, and then we have the OnePlus 5T Open Beta firmware in case we flash a custom ROM, and then finally we have the Open Beta 2 zip. So what we're going to do first, the first priority in this particular video is to not wipe the internal storage and see what exactly happens if we switch between different ROMs. So what we're going to do here is I will be switching directly from Open Beta 2 to 4.7.2, and I will see if it boots or not. So this is more of an experiment, more of a testing understanding thing. But before we begin, what I'd like to inform you guys is this is the CodeWorks Universal TWRP, which has worked for me best. Across most of the ROMs, it has worked fine for me. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's go to wipe, advanced wipe. We will wipe everything except for internal storage and USB storage. So let's swipe to wipe. Okay. Now we will install 4.7.2. There we go. Let it complete the installation process, and while it flashes the zip, let me just tell you a few more things. So in the coming days, all the custom ROMs, I'm going to do a quick install and preview, and I want to know from you guys what exactly are you looking for, because OnePlus 5T users have been a great community for me, and I really like the stuff. Also, I would like to know the feedback from you guys on my vlogs. A lot of you seem to like the vlogs, so probably I'll continue doing those. Now, as we look at the screen, the flashing is almost complete. I'm wondering if it's going to boot or not. Now, after flashing every ROM, it is very imperative that we flash Magisk, because we don't want to lose TWRP. So what we will do is we will go ahead and install Magisk immediately after this. So this is Magisk. Okay, I don't know what happened there. First install failed and immediately I tried to reinstall Magisk and it worked fine. So that's okay, usual flashing stuff. So everything is ready. We've wiped cache in Dalvik. 4.7.2 with Magisk is ready from open beta to directly using CodeWorks TWRP. Let's see if this baby boots or not. Okay, sigh of relief. So now that we have the boot animation, the only thing left to worry about, okay, it is already booted up. So that, okay, encryption unsuccessful. Encryption was interrupted and can't complete. As a result, the data on your phone is no longer accessible. You need to factory reset. When you set up your phone, after the reset, you have an opportunity to restore any data using your Google account. Alright, so here's the first learning. What you need to do is, when you're switching across ROMs, a very basic thing or a basic mistake, not a mistake actually, I wanted to do this so that you all see this. So one message that I'd like to share with you guys is, whenever you are switching between ROMs, log out of your Google account and remove all the pins and passwords. Alright, so once you do that, you will not have this particular issue. Alright, so what I'm going to do quickly is, I'm going to flash beta 2 again, and then I'll flash TWRP again, and this time I will repeat the same process without any pins or password or the Google account. So looks like that didn't go really well, and probably because it is a downgrade from Android 8 to Android 7, you have to wipe internal storage, and at least that is my find. But then again, before I go ahead and wipe internal storage and do stuff like that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to switch from open beta to a custom ROM. It's pretty simple. So while we have the files at our disposal, we will go ahead and go to wipe, advanced wipe, Dalvik, cache, system data. We're going to wipe those. And then again, we go to install. We'll flash the firmware first. We'll add let's try Phoenix ROM to it. We are not going to use GApps in this particular tutorial because I'm not going to use the phone. I'll probably go back to stock because I find that better for daily use while I try other ROMs. So after this video, the next video is going to be about how to do OTA updates and stuff using TWRP. It's as simple as that. Don't download the OTA, just download the full ROM. Okay, looks like Phoenix is almost installed there. Okay, so wipe cache in Dalvik. Okay, and we will install, okay, we won't install Magisk. Let's go ahead and give it a first boot and let's see if it boots at all or not. Thing about Phoenix ROM, I think it has been discontinued. One person is going to maintain it going forward. I quite liked the ROM from the initial impression. AICP has come out. Yes, AICP ROM has come out. I'm yet to try Liquid. I've not tried Liquid. Lineage OS, the latest build, I have not tried. So at least there are Odex ROM or Odex ROM, which is based off the stock ROM. I have not tried that. So there are at least 4 different ROMs that we are going to try. There you go. The boot animation is lightening up. So, okay. All right. Are we getting network? Did we lose our IMEI? Don't scare me like that. No, we got network, I guess. Okay, so we have signal. So from open beta 2, if you want to go to any custom ROM, you don't need to wipe internal storage. All you need to do is you need to wipe everything except internal storage, and you just need to go ahead and install the ROM and the firmware to be on a safer side. So first install the firmware, then install the ROM, and then GApps, and then Magisk, whatever you like. Now that we are on a custom ROM and we are not encrypted, let's see if we can go back to TWRP, and now without wiping internal storage, can we go back to 4.7.2 or not? or will it give us the same error message again? So guys, this is, you know, more of a learning thing for everyone. Instead of you trying to do this and getting stuck, I just wanted to make a video wherein we just do different scenarios and y'all would know what to expect. So let's go ahead and go to wipe, advanced wipe, Dalvik cache, system, data, except internal storage. Okay, so we will go ahead and install 4.7.2. okay, all right. Also guys, in the comment section, do let me know after installing the Open Beta 2, two things is what I'd like to know from you guys. The minimum brightness, like when you're indoors and you know the slider is all the way to the left, is it like too dark? Because one of my subscribers told me that that is an issue with Open Beta 2. I was not able to notice it because I was vlogging all day today and I was out most of the time, and now I don't have Open Beta anymore. And second thing is, did you guys lose the Star Wars themes after going to Open Beta 2? Because I lost it. At least it is still there in settings, but then again it doesn't really blend in, like the whole red accents and stuff are not there. Now whatever you okay, all right, so what we'll do is wipe cache in Dalvik, install, let's give Magisk a try again. Now whenever flashing a stock ROM, always, okay, first time it does give me an error, so let's stay away from Magisk and let's lose TWRP and let's go to system and let's see if it boots. Probably it is Magisk which was giving us the encryption error. So far what we have done in this video is we started with Open Beta 2, we had TWRP. I've never flashed the no verity zip on my phone, all right? So okay, so I was on Open Beta 2, I wiped everything except internal storage and then tried to go to 4.7.2. it didn't work, it gave me an encryption error. Then I did not do anything, I still didn't wipe internal storage. I came back to TWRP and then I went ahead and flashed Phoenix ROM and it just booted fine. I guess we are in a boot loop right now. Are we in a boot loop? Looks like we are in a boot loop. Or is it gonna boot? At times when you flash a stock ROM directly without flashing, okay, there you go, it's gonna boot. And I have a very strong feeling it is overwritten TWRP, and that is the reason it is going to boot successfully this time. So if we've not lost our internal storage and we have come back to 4.7.2, so then this is a win-win situation, because all you need to do is not flash Magisk and then probably reinstall TWRP and then you should be good to go. Okay, it's taking longer to boot, so I'm pretty sure this time it is going to boot up successfully. I have a very slight feeling that it would probably wipe the internal storage. If that happens, I would really feel bad, because that would fail my so-called experiment that I'm trying to do here. One thing that has always concerned me is that I've been a Flashaholic since the Nokia N series or the Samsung Wave. I used to use a custom firmware on the Samsung Wave as well. Is that, repeated flashing of ROMs. Like I flash my phone almost once every 2 or 3 days. Now that is because that is the nature of my work for you guys, but otherwise as well I keep flashing different ROMs. Okay, before we continue talking about that, there you go. Wow. All right, so it has booted up. Okay, now we are in the ROM, everything is okay. We are going to check if our internal files are still there. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Using CodeWorks Universal TWRP without losing internal storage, the easiest way to go about it is wipe everything except internal storage, just flash the 4.7.2 zip, and then you should be good to go. So yes, you can downgrade without losing internal storage, because that is what we saw on camera right now. We are not going to update it because we're going to go back to recovery and we're going to check if we've lost TWRP, which I'm pretty sure of that we have lost TWRP. And let's go to recovery. I thought initially it would be a 5-minute video, but probably it's longer than that. It's more than 10 minutes right now, but that's fine. That's what the name of the game is, Flashing Beauty. Okay, let's boot up. Now this is okay. See, there you go. All right. So we didn't lose our data, but then again we lost TWRP. That is the way you can boot into 4.7.2. At this point, okay. Let's do one more thing. Let's install TWRP and let's check how to directly go to a custom ROM from 4.7.2. All right. So hold on there. I'm quickly gonna go ahead and flash TWRP, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so we are on 4.7.2 right now, and two things before I proceed. Whenever you plan to flash a different ROM, and if you have TWRP, if you're going from Oreo to 4.7.2 or 4.7.6 stable, before you boot into TWRP, one, backup all your data, two, remove all the screen locks, just keep it a swipe lock, and remove your Google account. Do these three things and you will have a lot less problems in your life. Now once you're back to TWRP, you just need to flash 4.7.2 or whatever the stable update is, and you can try by flashing Magisk immediately after flashing the ROM, and you may boot into it. But then again, the safest way to do is flash a stable update, boot into the ROM, set it up, go back, install TWRP and root it if you want to, and you are good to go. So at this point, what we're going to check next is we are on 4.7.2. So you keep asking me, I am on 4.7.6 maybe stable, and I have just unlocked my bootloader. I have TWRP. How do I go back to a custom ROM, say, or open beta? Now when it comes to open beta, I'm not going to cover that because that's like really easy. You just flash open beta, and if you want to root your flash Magisk, and you're good to go. But with the other way around, when it comes to a custom ROM, it's not really that difficult. If it's an 8.1 based ROM, which I'm sure it is. Now anything apart from 8.1, if you're going to flash a Nougat based ROM, you don't need to do anything at all. You just need to flash the ROM and you're good to go. So go to install. Okay, first we will wipe. So let's wipe, advanced wipe, Dalvik cache system data. Let me select all of that. Everything except internal storage again. There you go. So as we are on Nougat, we're going to flash the open beta firmware. And this time, let's flash a different ROM. Let's try CR Droid. Okay, again, this time we are not going to try Magisk as well, because Magisk is like something really different, and you can do that later. And one more myth I'd like to clear here: you will only lose TWRP when you're flashing a stock based ROM like beta, open beta, or the stable ROM. If you flash it from TWRP and without flashing Magisk, if you reboot into the ROM, you will lose TWRP for sure, and you'll have to flash it again, which is fine. Now in our entire scenarios today, we've not lost the internal storage, so that clears, I'm sure that clears a lot of questions there. And if at all, after all this, you manage to break your phone, there's an unbreak tutorial. I really hope you don't need that. So wipe cache in Dalvik, and let's reboot into CR Droid. Okay, I tapped recovery by mistake. Sorry, my bad. All right, so the current scenario was we were on 4.7.2, or it's okay if you're on 4.7.6 with TWRP. And how do we update directly to a 8.1 based custom ROM? So you just wipe everything except internal storage, flash the ROM. Now before you flash the ROM, flash open beta firmware. So once again, let me do a recap for you. You are on a stable ROM with TWRP. Go to TWRP, wipe everything except internal storage, flash the beta firmware or Oreo firmware, flash the ROM and GApps if you need to, and reboot, you're good to go. So that's how you directly move to a custom ROM. There you go. We have Phoenix CR Droid now. Just waiting for signal. Okay, we have signal. So there you go. Now, let me just do a recap and a few important pointers that I would like to clarify for you guys. One, yes, you can switch between open beta, stable nougat, and 8.1 ROMs without losing your internal storage. The best TWRP to use is CodeWorks TWRP, alright? And at the same time, the most important thing to do is make sure whenever you're moving to a different ROM, remove all the screen locks and remove your Google account. Just do this bit and you'll be good to go. If at all you face a problem, before you go ahead and wipe your internal storage, go back to the previous ROM you were on, and then probably if it doesn't work out at all, then yes, you can wipe internal storage, or the last resort is you can flash using the unbrick tool, and you definitely will be good to go. So this was the tutorial, guys, in which we tried a lot of different things, and I hope it clears all your doubts about flashing different ROMs. So if you like this video, guys, like, share and subscribe, and don't forget that the giveaway for the Redmi 5A is on. The moment the channel makes it to 4,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away a brand new Redmi 5A if that happens by 31st of January. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.